the sip after the introduction?
Yeah.
Okay, because I need it now. Okay. What am I saying? Hey guys, welcome to our first episode.
Yes.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to our first episode of Hair Down, Glasses Up. I'm Erika Everett.
I'm Nikki.
How was it? Welcome to our first episode. We're here chatting up girl talk, life, and how we think that we're living it.
Well, yeah, how we think or how each other thinks. No, we're excited to be here. So let's take a toast to our first episode. So girls, get your cocktails or your mocktails and let's cheers to our first episode. Yay! Cheers! Click, click, click. Delicious. Props to our bartender, everything, photographer extraordinaire.
Yes, our bartender got us right.
I might need a couple more sips because
That's really
I'm a little nervous. It's good though. They're so good. And it's not grits because she was trying to use some grits. But that's another conversation.
Sometimes in life you have to improvise.
Okay.
Grits, quinoa.
I'm not mad at that.
So what are we discussing today?
No, we just want to bring you into our world of just everything Nikki and Erika and what girls do. I don't know at this point in life. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I know, we decided to do a podcast. Like one day we were just, as you can see, we're fur moms. This is Perrier.
Perrier.
This is Couture, spelled with a K. So usually in the evening we'll walk our dogs, and I guess we were just kind of having a hectic day, and I was like, I just wish that we can just let our hair down and have our glasses up.
And I was like, yes, that right there, because we did discuss about doing a podcast, and we were trying to kind of figure out the title and the name, and when she said that, I was like, oh, that is it. So yes, that brings us to Hair Down, Glasses Up. So with that, are you a mocktail kind of girl or a cocktail kind of girl? What about you?
I prefer a cocktail. I need a little something in mine, but I love the blend of the mocktail and its curation of it.
Same.
What about you?
I know. I think it just depends, like
on your vibe.
On the vibe, exactly. And these vibes are giving definitely cocktail. I'm a little nervous, so
But you're doing it, and you know what? You look good, friend. You're pretty and you're pink.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks, friend.
So we just wanted to create a space where we can really just talk about, how the day's going, how was your week, what was your high, what was your low. It's just great to have a sounding board, and as a fur mom and friend, and our friendship has developed so much. It's just good to have good feedback where you don't have to lie about how you're actually feeling, but be like, girl,
let me tell you
this
something.
is what's going. Can we curse on this podcast? Okay, well, sometimes you need to be like, bitch, let me tell you about this week.
I can't wait to get to the dog park.
Right.
I think your sister and your mom called it dudes like Nikki, but there's some other extras.
Yes. Is it in time? Everybody knows between 6:30 and 8ish. I'm at the dog park.
Yes.
But we just wanted to create that safe girl talk space. Have a good drink, let your hair down, take your shoes off, take your bra, whatever you need to do at home, relax from the day to just vibe out. So
exactly. So how was your week? To start off.
It started off.
Was this a cocktail type of sip kind of moment? Let's take a sip.
We're gonna need a few.
So take a sip with us.
We're gonna need a few more.
Okay. Now you ready?
Sure.
Okay.
It started off quite well. I'm a fashion designer, so I work for myself. I'm an entrepreneur. Just ended prom season and now going in towards summer resort. And truthfully, I'm looking forward to closing a chapter of prom season. We've had many talks.
Yes.
And I've been trying to do it for quite some time now, but sometimes you have your toe inside the pool, but it's time for me to take the official dunk. So with that being said, I have the wonderful opportunity to have an intern coming to work with me for the summer, which I really think, thank you.
Life of a fur mom.
Our producer is that noise situation is very aggravating. I have an intern coming to work with me.
Finally.
much, you need the help. But when you're so like in it and used to being in it by yourself, you're like, no, I could do it. I could cut, I could sew, I could be the janitor. And like, thank God that you just came in my life to be like, you can do all of that, but you don't have to, and you can still exceed and go even further.
100%.
By getting help.
She was like, I have to cut out 500 flowers. I was like, why? Why?
And you need that, because I think when you get accustomed to whatever you're doing, it seems like it's normal. And then when you piggyback off of somebody else, you realize that it's not. Like, you're struggling to survive when you don't have to.
Definitely.
So thanks to one of our nightly dog talks, she encouraged me to just reach out and get an intern, which I did, got approved, and they'll be starting this summer. So, like I said, closing out prom season, the week started off great with confirmation of the intern coming. Then the tail end of the week, which confirmed this is a wrap, I had an unruly customer. I'm not even going to say client, because I feel like client is a little bit more endearing. This one was a customer who should not have been a customer. She was a referral from a friend, well, somebody I went to school with, and I thought that it was going to be like a decent experience, and it was the total opposite. So after colorful emails were exchanged, it just confirmed, yep, this is it. Do you want to stay in this, or do you want to take the leap and do what you really want to do and curate and design the dream that you want? So
I think life has its way, however it be, for some, God, for the universe, however, I feel like life has its way to kind of transition you when you don't want to transition. And I feel like for the both of us, we're working, as our regular jobs, in addition to taking on new projects. It's definitely, life has its way to kind of push you in a direction that you didn't plan on going. But I feel like that transition or that push is so needed, because I feel like we might not have taken those steps without a gentle nudge, or sometimes it's a push. It's a good push.
Because he's been nudging for some years, and I've been like, that's okay, like, is that a nudge or a fly? And then he sends you people your way.
Right. Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different moments when he sends gems and keys, and then it's finally when you just need to hit your face to the floor. Unfortunately, that needed to happen so that I could really pivot.
And something beautiful is coming out of that.
Yes.
So I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
Just the next track that you're going on, the next chapter, shall I say.
And I'm excited about that, because it's something totally different. It's a new market, a more sophisticated, elegant market with women who want to have fun but know how to have fun. I'm assuming because they're a little bit, I'm not gonna say old, but just older, more wise, things of that nature. They value their time, they value quality, so it's not an argument. Why is it that you have to argue with people about the price of things? I guess it's a part of entrepreneurship, or I don't know.
True, but I mean, you don't go in Louis Vuitton arguing, trying to negotiate the price. So I think it's just kind of like when you set those standards at the beginning, it's just like there's no need to argue.
And I'm learning that. It's a requirement to set your standard, because people will take advantage.
Oh, definitely.
I'm excited. That door is closed. Let's definitely cheers to that.
Yes, let's cheers to that.
Thank you.
Hair down, glasses up.
How was your week? Whatever you want to share.
My week was good. I feel like, let's see. I work with the government, so you guys can just watch the news and know how that goes. So I'm not even going to go into any kind of details, so that just requires a drink. I'm not an alcoholic at all, but I feel like
we're not judging you.
This is so good. So good. So no, you all can watch the news. You have an idea of what's going on. So, but outside of that, I think I've chosen peace in the midst of the storm for my own personal sanity. So my week was good. I think I just take all as I not go into the details, just keeping it diplomatic, shall I say. But no, I think I had an overall great week. I work with a wonderful group of people. So I think we're all just choosing to choose peace and choose our sanity versus the insanity that's going on outside of our world, because it does affect our day-to-day job. It can bring on anxiety. I'm not going to pretend like everything is roses and glitter as I wish it was. But life has been a lot of emotional ups and downs with the job, not knowing what's going to happen. But I feel like even just today, just getting news of something in particular could affect my job. However, I'm just choosing to take each day as it comes and not try to overreact until certain changes have made. Then I'll overreact after that.
And we'll be right here with another one.
Yes. But I can't complain. I think this was a great week. And just hearing your news, I think, made me feel good. Because I'm so glad that you're getting ready to, put your wisdom and share your wisdom on a young person, but also you're going to get the help that you deserve.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. My prayer has been that we're able to pour into one another.
Definitely.
In the successes of whatever we want in life. So
definitely.
I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely.
And I think a powerful word that you used was you're choosing to.
Yes. It's a choice.
It's a choice,
sure.
right? As opposed to feeling as if the universe is going to grant it or somebody else is going to give it to you. Nowadays, you really do have to choose whatever your battles are, whatever your joy is.
Definitely.
Whatever you need to give up, whatever you need to add on.
Definitely.
So I think that's a powerful word.
Well, let's move into new projects.
Go for it.
What we doing?
Go for it.
So, what's on the horizon for you?
On the horizon is one, giving myself permission to explore things that I want to do.
That's good.
Resort wear is being from Miami, you're used to being sun-kissed and around sexiness and you're just kind of used to that. So being able to explore resort wear is something I'm really excited about. And especially shedding light on how the sophisticated woman wears it. Because it's one thing to put on a bikini, but when it's layered up with the right sun hat and, sunglasses and just everything, it just creates a vibe and a moment. So that I'm really looking forward to.
I love that because I like to be able to go to a website and have the complete style.
Awesome.
That I don't have to kind of figure out what's going to go with this bathing suit, what's the cover up or what's the look over it, what's the hat, the glasses, the purse. So I'm sure ladies and gents out there, you love a complete look. And so I'm excited to see you put this together.
Thank you. I think that you have taught me, I feel like I take for granted having a gift of styling and design. It's easy. Okay, put that together. But not everybody has that. So you'll be like, Erika, I don't know what to wear. I don't even want to think about it. So creating the convenience of stress less, it's already done.
Yes.
Let your hair down. It's already done.
No, she's absolutely fabulous. Let me tell you, I got married last year, and every 2 seconds I'm texting her Erika, what'd you think about this? And she, one piece of advice that she told me that I thought that was so cool is she said, no, you are the bride, not the bridesmaid. So literally, she's like, you don't look like a guest. And so honestly, how I pick things, even just in my day-to-day, I was like, I don't care what room I'm in, I am not the guest. Unless it's somebody else's wedding, I'm the guest.
Not the guest.
Exactly. So no, I love it. So you definitely helped me kind of come out the shadows. Because I feel like sometimes I hide in the shadow, and not purposefully, and maybe it's more comfortable. This podcast.
Why do you feel like you hide in the shadow?
I don't know. Maybe I feel like, I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe it's judgment. Doing this podcast, for example. Look, I have been a government worker through and through, and it's not to say that I do a lot of meetings with high-level people, but this, being in front of a camera, opening yourself up to judgment, that's a lot. That is a lot. And just having to sit and think on the fly and wondering what people are going to think about you, and I know some people don't care, but I care. I care. So this project is new for me. Definitely kind of exposing myself, being vulnerable, but in front of people that I have zero clue, who's watching. So I think this is going to help me just feel more comfortable in my skin. I mean, who's to think in your 40s that, you would think at this point, people always say, oh, you're comfortable in your skin, but I feel like I've, in some ways, yes. But I feel like this has pushed me in a place of vulnerability. I think when I was getting dressed, I was having nerves. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? So
the podcast.
The podcast, just kind of sitting and just really doing it. It's one thing to sit and plan and do all the optics and everything, but to kind of really sit. But I feel comfortable. Comfortable. Like I was feeling a little nervous when we started, but
shout out to the dream.
Yes. Hello. So I'm like, I'm good now. I'm like, shoot, I can talk about anything. So no, but just in projects, I feel like this is huge. And I love my job and I love what I do. However, I feel like her being the creative has helped me tap into my creative side. Government's black and white, you know, is this or it's that. But creativity, as she knows, my favorite color is pink, and I gave her a color of pink, and I feel like she allows me to be pink in a world that is white. I get to be color, and I get to tap into an emotion of creativity, where the sky is the limit, and it has really awakened something inside of me, an excitement inside of me, where literally the sky is the limit, that I can tackle any new project. So I am so grateful for you to kind of like opening up this creative world, because I can't draw for and so I mean I'm still drawing stick figures and trees and but this gives me this creativeness where I just really get to, it is literally, I don't know about you all, but I mean, especially like shout out to the ladies in their 40s, late 30s, but shout out to everyone, but specifically when you kind of get to you feel like, okay, I'm where I'm supposed to be in life. What's next? And for the longest time, I didn't know what was next. And I'm working on some projects with my husband, which kind of opened that door to there's more beyond where I'm at. But this is like, but that was with him. But this is like opening that door for myself, you know, and finding projects and opportunities that I would have never thought. I would have never been on thought about doing a podcast. I will give a shout out to a friend of mine, Liliana, and she has her own show, Resilience Now Project. You can find her on YouTube. However, she asked me to be on her show and talk about losing my mom. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. But when you really sit down and do it, and it's just like, oh my gosh, you know, but that experience made me feel okay to do it. And it's kind of like, I don't care what other people think, right? And so I feel like I'm just at a place now where I am open to whatever. I'm dabbling in writing a book with a friend, you know, and that's been such a beautiful process. And this has been such a beautiful process. We've had some cool ideas, you know, coming soon. But I feel like it's just this new birth, this new world. And I encourage all of you to really kind of just be open to the new. Even if it's something that you don't even think, I never would have thought I'd write a book, and I never thought that I would be in front of a podcast, and I never thought, or a show, whatever you want to call it, or I never thought that I would be just open into entrepreneurship, you know, especially I, you know, get up, do my job. And my job in itself is pretty freaking amazing. But this just is a different avenue, and it's so intoxicating. It's so, it makes me feel all the feels. It's like you're dating for like someone for the first time. So I'm grateful to you for that.
You're dating yourself.
I am. That's pretty freaking. I'm like, man, I am fabulous.
Yeah, that you are, friend.
You know, and I'm so serious when I say that, because sometimes you're so busy criticizing yourself. So taking this time to really like love on yourself, it's such a cool feeling, and I'm sure you can see my excitement through your TV, your phone, whatever. It's genuine and it's authentic, and I'm just excited to explore this journey with you all and with you specifically.
Of course. I feel the same way. Like a few moments ago, you were like, you know, thinking back in your late 30s or 40s or whatnot, you feel like you're supposed to know everything about yourself by now. And I had a little voice in my head, you know, the Maury Povich show when they do the DNA test.
Yes.
Like, we've discovered that's a lie.
Right.
It's
so
not
true.
At all. I feel like
so true.
In that stage, you're kind of breaking away layers of what you were taught that you were supposed to be. But your heart becomes much more open to, it's not supposed to go like that. What if it goes like this? Right. So I feel like that's kind of where we are. So now it gets to be fun again, like we were kids again or something like that.
That's such a good point.
Yeah, because those late 20s and those 30s, they'll take you through some stuff that you didn't even know, but it's like you need to strip layers of yourself so you can really become yourself.
Yes. No, all of that is so true. You know, I think about just being in my early 20s, and I was like, by this point, I'm going to be married with kids. Girl. I'm happy I lived my life, and this will be like a whole nother topic at a different point in time. I married later in my life.
Had a beautiful wedding in South Africa.
Fabulous.
And now imagine if you got married in your late 20s, where would you have been?
Or somewhere
that you would not have thought that you would have been.
Exactly.
Okay.
I just feel like I've gotten to know myself. But now I get to know myself at a deeper level, but I just feel like life doesn't necessarily make mistakes. We don't make mistakes.
Right.
It's just all life and learning lessons. But guess what? It can be whatever you want it to be. That's the thing. We are the authors of our own story. And for me, I kind of live by, this little saying I always tell myself, and I would tell other people, is that if my life were like a book, I would want it on the New York Times top seller list. Like, I want people to read the book and be like, damn, this is a freaking amazing book. But I can tell you, I feel like that's my life. And, at some point I thought, okay, well, is this it? But now I'm like, heck no, this is volume 2.
Correct.
Correct. So if you really choose to live your life like a page turner, it's your choice. And I really kind of tell myself, there's boring parts of the book too, right? The mundane, but I feel like there's exciting parts, but you get to write your own story. And I think people kind of fall into a trap of what society thinks. I feel like people fall into a trap with their family thinks that you're supposed to be at certain places, but I'm so grateful that life did not pan out how I ultimately planned it, because I feel like I would have just kind of put myself in a box. But we busting out boxes.
I like that.
Shoot, busting out boxes. Here's some busting out boxes.
I like that.
Shoot. I don't know. I'm excited.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you. I'm excited
And
for you.
I'm excited that you're giving yourself permission to just do it. I know I don't know if it's my personality or things that I've been through. Sometimes I get too fixated on the details of the shoulda, coulda, woulda, because I'm looking for a certain level of success.
Sure.
That it takes the fun away, it takes the experience away, because I'm so laser focused. One, as an entrepreneur, you always want to make sure business is coming in because you gotta
pay the bills.
So, but you have given me just another breath of fresh air to enjoy it again. What did they say on The Lion King? Remember who you are when you're crossing in the sky. It's remember why you're doing this.
Right.
It wasn't just to pay the FPL bill.
No, it's true though.
Enjoy your gift at a value.
It's funny though, because when we were making our plans for certain things that we've been working on, and just even how we do this, and I'm like, we're gonna do this. You're like, wait, and I'm like, girl, this is gonna take a long time, but okay, I want her to feel heard. But it was just but it's just how our brains think and operate. And I told her, I also understand. I am an entrepreneur. Yes, but you are that is your livelihood. For me, it's different. I know when my check's gonna come.
Right.
I don't have to worry about if the client doesn't do this or this doesn't, know. So I can understand it and respect it. And I see how our minds think differently. I'm like, hey, let's do this and let's do it. And you're like,
where's the coin?
But it works. It works together, and I think it kind of pumps the brakes on my end a little bit, and it kind of opens your world a little bit.
Right.
Where I think it creates such a beautiful, what was that word? It was symbiotic relationship.
Yes, no, I agree.
Yeah. So
as an entrepreneur, sometimes you can have that high season. So it's okay, I got this, so I know I'm good for a few months.
Yes.
And then it's you hit your lows and you're back in your highs. So you're right. As someone who works for corporate,
yes,
you know when
I know it. Yeah.
Sometimes an entrepreneur, yes, we are creative and we decided to be free, but at the same point in time, being diligent.
Definitely.
And you have to make sure that you're on it.
Definitely.
But you don't have to be so strict.
Yeah.
And my sister tells me this all the time. My best friend Crystal, and I need it.
Right.
And if you can tell, if you know this, I'm open to you being Erika.
You are.
Please. And I'll be you know what, you might be right. Let me chill out. I see your perspective. Or I'll be okay, I retract it. I gave it some thought.
Right. No, you absolutely are.
Thank you, girl. I'm trying.
You absolutely. No, you've made this process so fun. And I hope that people kind of look in your friendships or acquaintances that someone's not like you. Because I feel like it can make such a great balance, you know, because we're so different but so alike in so many ways. And that's what I think I appreciate, or I know I appreciate about our relationship, our friendship. I think it's turning into something really cool, you know, not only a solid friendship, but we're getting into business together. So
wanted me to cry and get teary eyed, and as a Pisces, it does not take much for the waterworks to get started.
I know, and I'm a Libra, so I got my heart on the outside, and we both just be two crying folks up in here. But you know, it's not that kind of episode. So we, you know, we're bringing all the joy.
Yes.
But you know, there's gonna be some tears.
Yes, we'll do a blend of both.
Yes.
So we're excited to have you guys. What else are we discussing?
Well, hey, in a few months, I'm taking a big move internationally, and I'm gonna bring you guys along for the ride. I'm nervous. I'll reveal where I'm going soon. But so we're gonna be doing this kind of our podcast internationally.
Because when she mentioned the podcast, I was like, okay, sure, and then she told me about this amazing opportunity. I'm like, since you about to be up and out of here, how are we gonna do this? She was like, so we can still get it done. You know, all I need is a microphone and a camera, and we can just kind of, I guess, cut screen. Like, we'll figure out editing, whatever, whatnot. But we'll make it work.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, so many changes in our lives that we're excited to share with everyone. And just to let you all know, change is okay. Say yes. Say yes to more things. You know, I feel like by saying yes, because this opportunity that's coming up, I don't know if I was saying yes at first, but it works both for myself and my husband. But I think it's going to be a great move for me, you know, just focus, you know, something for me. So just say yes more. Practice just saying yes more.
I felt that.
So yeah, but no, looking forward to kind of sharing that adventure with you all. But no, I think this has been fabulous.
A good show.
It's been a good show.
I guess we'll wrap it up there. Thank you for joining us on episode 1, and please be sure to join us on a plethora of other episodes. Be sure to follow, like, share. We're on social media, Hair Down, Glasses Up, and there's more to come.
See, she got all that, like, I didn't, you know, I didn't even know. Please like, share, da-da-da-da-da. See, that's why I need her. Okay. Bye.
That was good.
Yeah.
And this is good. Like, bloopers. Yeah, you definitely need this.